Hey everybody, this is Leslie from GoToKitchens.com and this is Splat. And Splat is in the kitchen today because we are cooking again. Yay! Cheers for cooking. How's everybody doing today? Hi guys. Let's move that back just a little bit. That's like right in my face. Hey Jen, it's good to see you. Favorite words, famous last words, fancy pants. I'm having that written on my grave, fancy pants. Hey Ellen, it's good to see you. Right? It's your first visit. Welcome. You are in for a fun ride today. Hey Sherry, hey Rosemary, it's good to see you guys. Thanks so much for being here. So we are making a fancy pants salad today, and I'm going to give you a little bit of history and why I even have that in my title. But as I was thinking about this salad that we're making, I was thinking, God, this is so fancy pants. It's even more fancy pants because we're going to make like our own dressing and everything for it. So let me introduce myself super fast. My name is Leslie. I have a website. It's right here very cleverly on my apron. GoToKitchens.com is my website. It is primarily a food blog with some health and wellness tips over there as well. You can find me on all social media at GoToKitchens. So G-O, the number 2, kitchens plural, all social media. So go everywhere, type GoToKitchens in and follow me everywhere. Except I don't do a lot on Pinterest, but Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I'm all over there. All right, so, man, I missed that one, dang. Type something again so I can block you. So yesterday, I feel like, you feel like you're stalking me. That's awesome. I love that. I love that you're stalking me. Hey Wanda, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. So yesterday I learned my lesson, and that lesson is do not chop and go on Periscope, because I couldn't see comments. I had to watch my entire replay so I could see you guys' comments. It was crazy. So I am not chopping today. I actually have done all the prep work, so this is probably gonna go pretty fast. So we are making a fancy pants salad, and it is called a Waldorf salad. So I know, no, I did not cut myself. No. Yeah, it's good to have you here. I like Instagram okay. I'm just now getting the hang of Instagram. So we're making a Waldorf salad. Now, traditionally, thank you. Traditionally, Waldorf salad is made with apples, celery, and mayonnaise. So that is traditionally what it's made with. We are going to actually make our own dressing today that is going to mimic the flavors of mayonnaise in this salad. We're going to add some other stuff. We're going to spice it up a little bit. We're going to make it more exciting than just apple, celery, and mayonnaise. And so I'm going to teach you how to do this. Yeah, and it's completely a raw food. Since it is raw food week, that is why I selected this particular salad, is because it's raw food week. But this is not just like a salad. This is like, it's called a salad, but this is like a yumminess that you are going to crave. So why is it called Waldorf? Thank you, Sonia. That's perfect. It's perfect. So, all right, hold on. Let's get rid of a few things. Yep. Goodbye. Anybody else want to be blocked? Anybody else want to go to the block party? Type it in right now if you want to be blocked. I know. Hey, Harlow, it's good to see you. You want to be blocked. Okay, good. Blocking you. Anybody else want to be blocked? You want to go to the block party? Then just keep on. We are keeping it clean here in this scope. So if you want to do something else, go somewhere else, not the place, because everybody in this room will block you. Okay, so let's get back. Why is it called a Waldorf salad? A Waldorf salad comes from the actual hotel, the Waldorf Astoria in beautiful New York City. Now, I have to say, I have seen it, but I've never been in it. I've never had a Waldorf salad in the Waldorf Astoria. So this is actually a salad from the 1800s, and a maitre d', I know his first name is Oscar and I can't remember his last name, but he actually threw this salad together in a pinch one day, and it was a huge success, a huge success. And so they actually adopted it as their salad, and it has it's all over the globe. I have been all over the world, and I have seen a Waldorf salad on many, many restaurants. Even in China, I saw Waldorf salad on there. So it's a very, very popular. If you've never had it, it's typically celery, apples, and mayonnaise, but we're gonna make that a little bit different today. So all right, so let's get down to it. If you have not shared, please share out with your followers. I would really appreciate it. Right down here in the corner, just share out unless you're in troll, and then don't. Okay, so here are the ingredients. So I have ingredients that I have actually done in mise en place right over here. My camera's at a weird angle, sorry. I know, yes. So we're actually using cranberries today and not raisins, but yes, raisins are in there a lot. You could use raisins, absolutely. So this is actually the ingredients that we are using to make the dressing. And I have it all mise en place here because you want to actually have it ready to throw in the blender, because if not, if you screw this part of it up, you've really messed up everything else. So this is going to take the place of the mayo, and this has an amazing flavor to it. So let's talk about what's on this little platter right here. I have about 2 inches of a cucumber with its skin on that I have diced here. I have 1 celery stalk that I have diced. I have some garlic that has actually been soaking in olive oil, and the reason I did that, that is cucumber, yep. The reason I did that is to take the taste of the garlic down just a little bit, because I want to have the garlic flavor in there, but I don't want it to overpower. So this garlic, I have this in my refrigerator. I just let you're welcome. I just let the garlic soak in olive oil, and I use it at will because I have an eater that in my house that doesn't love the raw garlic, and so I do this to take the flavor down a little bit, but also give me that amazing punch that garlic gives to things. So if that makes sense. So you could use raw garlic. 1 raw garlic clove would be absolutely fine. This is 1/4 of a cup, or about 10 macadamia nuts. This is what's going to make it nice and creamy. And a whole nut. So the whole nut, not just the half of the nut, about 10 of them, or 1/4 of a cup will be great. This is about 2 tablespoons of almond oil that we're going to use. I actually prefer hemp oil, but when I opened my pantry this morning, I realized that it didn't have any hemp oil. So I'm going to substitute almond oil, but almond oil or hemp oil will be fine. And then I have about a tablespoon of lemon zest, so fresh lemon zest, and a little bit of black pepper over here. So we're going to stick this in a blender and make some dressing. Super easy. I like to do my dressings when I'm blending them in my small blender and not my large blender. This just makes it a little bit more manageable for me. So all of the ingredients are actually, I don't want to do that first. I'm going to put in the veggies first and put everything on top of that. That will keep all of the spices from sticking to the bottom. So veggies in first. I just dropped a cucumber. Get rid of that. So veggies in first. I'm going to go ahead and put in my lemon zest. Then we'll put in the garlic. And then the macadamia nuts. And then I'm going to add about a teaspoon of the almond oil. And I'm going to save the rest of it and see what my consistency is like. If my consistency is good, I know, right? If my consistency is good, my dad yells at me every time I take something off my floor and put it in here. He's like, people think that's gross, and he yells at me. So Dad, that one's for you. I put the piece of cucumber in the sink, not in my dressing. He doesn't yell at me. He's always like, Leslie, don't do that. All right, so we're just gonna blend this for a few seconds. Super fast, super easy. Maybe we are. What's going on? What's happening? Uh-oh. Okay, we're blending, I swear. Oh my goodness, did my blender die? Surely not. My blender surely didn't die right here on camera. Good thing I have a big one. I know, right? That's crazy town. What just happened? Let's see if I can make it go. It will not go. Let's try another plug. Let's try another plug. I know. I'll be right back. Everybody hang tight. That's so funny. It kind of made this weird sound and then it quit. Oh! Okay, scratch that. idea. We're not making this in the small blender today. We're making this in the big blender. So funny. I'm going to try one more time. Let's try from the very beginning. Sometimes it gets a lock in it and it won't go. Let's see. If this was recorded, we wouldn't have these problems. I know, live TV. No, look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad. Well, it's time to go get a new little blender. Blender. Oh my goodness. How crazy is that? It just worked like 2 days ago. That's okay. I have a big blender that I can put all this in. So what you do is you put it in the small blender and then you take your giant blender out and I know, shopping, yay! I know, so funny. That is hilarious. Hilarious. Take two. So you take everything out of your little blender and you put it in your big blender and you give it a whirl. Now, if this one's dead, I would be really sad. This one this little one is about 4 years old, so that doesn't surprise me, but still sad. I want to get all my goodness out of there. Okay. Oh, I left some garlic. Get in there, garlic. So you put this in a blender and you blend it up. I know, this is my giant blender. But oh my God, I would have just panicked. So you put that in there and you give it a pulse or two. OMG. Sorry, Carlo. So funny. Here's the reason why I don't use my big blender is because I need to scrape the sides when I do this. My little blender would just do this right up and I would never ever have to scrape the sides. So weird. I'm going to put the rest of my almond oil in there also because it's going to be a little bit drier because I left some of it in the other blender. Crazy town, crazy town. I have to tell you, this is not going to work either. So you guys just want to chat? You just want to hang out and talk about what this salad is supposed to be like? I know, right? That will take totally all day. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to do one more thing and then we're going to move on. Everybody hang with me. When all else fails. So funny. That is not something that I could have paid money to happen, is to have my blender die. We're going to do one more thing, and that is the coffee grinder. I don't have a food processor, so. So then you take it from the blender and you put it, and then you put it in your coffee grinder, and that's how you make your dressing. So funny. This will totally work though. Have you ever made dressing in a coffee grinder before? I bet you haven't. Actually, I have, but I bet you haven't. So hilarious. So really, if you have a small like Ninja blender or something like that, or high powered, it's going to work really well. Or a bottom blade blender, that's going to even be better. Like this coffee grinder is a bottom blade. So that's going to be the best option for you. Goodness gracious. I know, it's so funny. Don't use the F word, please. Please don't use the F word in my scopes. I have children that watch. I have young people that watch. People watch with their families, and I would appreciate it if you didn't do that. So thank you very much. All right. So this will take just a few minutes to make a nice creamy dressing. You can already see it's working really well. It's working now. Yay! 3 cheers for the I know, right? Now, I do have people that watch with their kids, so I appreciate not using foul language. Yeah, just a few shakes. It's like a martini. Smells really good, by the way. All right. So now that we've made this amazing dressing, and it only took 3 devices to make it. So funny. All right, so we have this gorgeous, it's like this green goddess type, mayo type dressing. Look at that. Can you see that? Look at that. Right? Gorgeous. So beautiful. I got to taste it. Oh my gosh. It has like this sweet, I'm not kidding you. This could be used for all kinds of things. You could put this on your sandwiches. You could, I don't drink coffee, so I'm safe. I know, right? You could put this on all kinds of things. I'm just shading it because the light's too bright. So yeah, I know, totally worth it. So yummy. So maybe the coffee grinder is the best place to make your salad dressing. I used to make it in my little one. Yeah. So good. So good. All right. So we're going to set that aside. Now we're going to make the body of the salad. In the body of the salad, we have a half of a cucumber rough chopped like this. And then, where's my food mover? And then we have 3 stalks of celery, also rough chopped. That's going to go in the salad. Or in the food. This isn't just a salad. This is like food. Instead of raisins, I'm actually using cranberries. I like the color that it gives it. I like the flavor, the sweetness that it gives it. It is so yummy. So that is 1/4 cup of cranberries. Make sure that they get separated out in there. We're going to do 2 pinches of parsley. So this is fresh parsley that's been minced. So I'm just going to do 2 fat pinches of that out of this little bowl. Super easy. And then we are going to cut, I am going to cut an apple because I didn't want it to be brown. So we're going to cut up 1 sweet whole apple. Organic apples only, please. Organic apples, anything that is not an organic apple, you should not be eating. And the reason is because apples are probably, you see how large these chunks are? Nice bite-sized chunks. That's exactly what you want. I know, it doesn't get enough. I absolutely agree. I love celery in salads and things, and it gives it this amazing crunch, so you don't need like croutons and all that stuff. You got it in your vegetables, so. I know, we're making Waldorf salad. That's exactly, except we're making it with a coffee grinder. So funny. Best scope ever. Oh, everybody go out and talk about the coffee grinder salad dressing. That's what I think I'm going to name it, is the coffee grinder salad dressing. So we're going to rough cut this apple, nice, just big chunks. You can see how I cut my apple. I do not do it in my hand. I actually slice at an angle of the apple. I bring it down around the core, and then I slice the back off, and this just gives you, takes the core right out of the apple. Very simple. Makes it very easy for chopping as well. So, and you can do it on your cutting board, and you're not running the risk. A lot of people hold them in their hands and core them, and that is dangerous, so don't do that. Oh yeah, right? I know, the poached egg was pretty classic too. Holy cow, that was craziness. I'm gonna have to poach an egg for you guys to prove that I can do it really well. So funny, so funny. Somebody that had breakfast with me in my house actually was like, oh my God, you poach eggs perfectly. What happened? I'm like, shut it. Shut it. So we have all of our fruits and veggies down here in the bowl. Now I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice. This is a juice of half of a lemon. I've actually done it in here because it's really important that you don't have any seeds in this. So I didn't want any margin for error, and I didn't want to have to pick seeds out, so I did it in my little juicer bowl. And then we're just going to give this a quick little stir, just to let the lemon get all over the apples. This will help your apples from turning brown. So if you want to make this ahead of time, you absolutely can. Just make sure you put your lemon juice on there so your apples will not turn brown then. The citric, the acid on the lemon actually keeps it from turning brown. So you have this gorgeous, like, right? Look at the cranberries. You see the dark in there with the cranberries. That's why I like the cranberries, because they add this really beautiful pop of color. You can see the red of the apple. So beautiful. You can make it all green and do like golden raisins and green apples and have like a totally green. Yeah, so amazing, amazing. Yes, potatoes will turn brown too. Absolutely. All right, so we have that nice and mixed up, and now we're going to take this entire thing of dressing, and that's going to go right on top. Now, this is like a fluffy dressing. I have to tell you, it's really sweet. It tastes amazing, amazing. It is so good on this salad. Oh my goodness. This is almost like a dessert. Like, I would almost serve this as a dessert salad, or like at brunch. You ladies that brunch, if you're a lady that brunches, you are going to knock your friends right out of the park. They're going to be like, what in the world? You are a kitchen genius. So good. And then we just give this a really nice mix. And you have that creaminess of the dressing. It looks just like a Waldorf salad. Yes, this is actually, yes, this would be for 2 people. I would not eat this whole thing. This actually serves 2, in my opinion. You do not want to eat this whole thing. If you wonder, honey, why I have 3 blenders out, it's because, well, don't ask.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
My husband just walked in the door, and there's blenders like littering the countertop behind me, and he's probably like, what in the world? What happened? So funny. So funny. All right, so this is what it looks like when it is all mixed up. Beautiful, right? I gotta have a bite. Gotta have a bite of apple. So good. All right, we're going shopping. You would eat all that. That would be fine. This is raw food. This is so good for you. Let's have a piece of celery, because celery is so good. Do I use apples in my veggie stock? So I have used apples in my veggie stock, but only for a specific recipe. So I was actually making this Italian casserole, and I wanted the tomatoes to be really, really sweet. And so I actually used apples and pineapple in my veggie stock to give it this really nice flavor. The other thing you can do is save your cores and make yourself some apple vinegar. So, right? Yeah, absolutely. But yes, you can do that for sure. I save almost everything. Actually, today, the squirrels will get this. I toss these out in my yard for the squirrels, and they love it. So, all right, so this is how you plate it. I like to plate it with just some romaine lettuce leaves, and you can do, what is all this on my finger? You can do, I know it's so good. You can do this however you want. You can make little boats if you want. If you wanted to get some really beautiful cabbage and make little boats of, you know, like little bowls, natural bowls of this. I saw the other day somebody had hollowed out a purple cabbage and served a salad similar to this in the purple cabbage, and it was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I made a gorgeous presentation. But for me, I just like a few romaine leaves that don't have any dressing on them, and then I just put this right out on top of there. Just a nice big plop of it, about half of this bowl, right there on top. Get in there. And then my favorite part is walnuts. So then you sprinkle some walnuts right on top of that. Look at that. So beautiful, so yummy, totally raw. Nothing in here. I know, right? Here, have a bite. This is totally raw meal. This is a totally fancy pants raw meal. Everything that you're getting here is amazing for you. There are no fake ingredients. Everything, I love it. I'm going to put the recipe up on Go-To Kitchens today. I know, so raw, right? I was raw with those trolls, right? I took control. So I know, I'm good to go for lunch, aren't I? I know, another bite, please. Here you go. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's even mo pretty in the camera up close. Look how beautiful that is. I know, totally my lunch today. I'm rocking this for lunch day after I photograph it. I'm gonna eat it for lunch because it is so delicious. You could absolutely put whatever you want to in it. If you like berries, put berries in it. It's really gonna sweeten it up. It's already really, really sweet. And so it's gonna sweeten it up a little bit. Those macadamias and the almond oil, all that adds to the sweetness. And then of course the cucumber and the celery in the dressing. Oh, it's just fabulous. If you don't make anything else, just make the dressing. It's a great raw food dressing. If you make it ahead though, please keep it in the refrigerator. Do not keep it on your counter. So yes, I know. I did take a bite. I've had several bites. I don't have a fork here. Yeah. It makes you gone too. Yep, I got him. I got him. I need like I'm gonna put a thing up here on my counter, and every time we get a troll, I'm gonna like knock them, I'm gonna cross them off. I mean, for reals, we should just have fun with this and stop letting them interrupt our lifestyle. So, right? Total troll patrol. Troll patrol? That's right, troll buster. There you go, you guys. Look at that, so beautiful. So almond oil is pretty easy to get. Almond oil you can get just about anywhere. It's this is what I use. This actually comes from Whole Foods. So you can get that just about anywhere. Hemp oil is harder to find. You're gonna have to go to a specialty store to find hemp oil. So I have a grocery store here called Natural Grocers by Vitamin Cottage, and they have hemp oil, but you're probably gonna have to go to like a health food, like real health food store to find, and I'm sorry Whole Foods, I didn't mean to not call you a real health food store, but they typically do not have it. You're gonna have to go a little bit deeper or get it online. If you go to this recipe, I will have a link to some hemp and almond oil there for you. So I know, right? Send you some. So good. So beautiful too. I'm telling you, you throw this down on a plate for somebody at lunch. And if you want to pair it with the protein, don't be afraid to pair it with the protein. So having this, make it with pears instead of apples. Okay, sorry, my mind is wandering. Have this with maybe even some chicken breasts laying on top of this. Have it, some fish. It would be amazing with salmon. Yes, you're going to get protein in the macadamias and in the walnuts for sure. But I mean, and it's going to be fine for what you're doing, what you're eating. Just make sure you're getting protein somewhere else in your day. So yeah, a little bit of plant-based protein in there. So definitely going to satisfy you. You're going to feel really satisfied after you eat this because this is a lot of raw food, and that fiber is going to stick in your gut, and you're going to be like, I am full. Yay! Yeah, you could add some edamame if that's what you like. No croutons. No croutons. Sunflower seeds. Feta cheese, that would be really good as well. Yeah, good call there, Rosemary. I like that idea. So yeah, so you can see it's incredibly, Sherry, 3 years, Sherry. It's taken me 3 years to learn my way through this. Yeah, you could do Ezekiel croutons. Yep, sprouted grain croutons. I'm with you on that one. Absolutely. Yep, something like that would be fine. It takes you out of the raw food category, but that's okay. But yes, so there you go. Well, thank you. It is my talent. It is just what I do. So you guys, I had some headshots taken yesterday, and I'm so excited to see them. I'm like, can I see them today? It's going to be like a week before I get to see them. But I'm like, I want to see them. Can I see them today? Yeah. Does she or doesn't she? I don't know what that means. Yep. All right. So Raw Food Week marches on. Tomorrow we are doing an easy pad thai that is completely raw. So excited to show you this recipe. It is so yummy. So I promised you I would give you knock your socks off recipes this week so you could get more raw food into your diet. I recommend that every single meal you have something raw. I know, right? So if you have, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you for saying that. If you are eating something and you realize you don't have something raw, go get a carrot, peel it and eat it. Start a habit. Start a habit of getting something raw with every single meal. If you're having breakfast and you realize you don't have something raw, go get half an apple, go get some berries, go get something, and start having something raw with every single meal. This will start a habit No. Well, actually, they do, Harlow. Raw food is just not plant-based. I was about to say no. And then I was like, no, wait a second. They do. Yeah, and they're great. So does raw cause diarrhea? So here's the problem. I'm glad you said that. Thank you for asking that question. So here's the problem. I'm going to put my plate down because I'm like standing here like I'm trying to sell you something. So here's the problem with the whole raw food, like the whole raw food, you know, craze that is going on right now. And this, I just wrote this in my blog post yesterday. By the way, if you want the sprouted grain to, what did I make yesterday? What did I make? Tabbouleh. If you want it's already up on my website. So you can find that recipe is already there on my website. So, and I wrote about this yesterday. So I get so concerned about these fads. People get into fads. So right now, everybody's talking about raw food, right? So everybody's talking, you see it everywhere. Raw food diet, raw food this, raw food that, eat more raw food, blah, blah, blah. There's Robin. Hi, Robin. Robin's raw. He's not been cooked.
I've been baked.
He's don't get baked, Robin. Oh, great. Now that's going to get out everywhere. Robin's baked.
I will alert the media.
Sorry, totally got off track there. Half baked, somebody says. So here's my concern is that people get into this kick, right? They get into, oh, raw food is good for you. And then they start going from a conventional diet to a raw food diet because that's the thing. And I'm going to lose weight and this is going to happen and that's going to happen. And it's not dangerous, but if you go from a regular conventional diet to a raw food diet, you are going to be uncomfortable. It may cause some diarrhea. It may cause some gas. It's probably almost 100% going to cause some bloating and some discomfort in your digestive system because your body's going, what the hey-ho? What are you doing? I'm not used to this. So let me talk to you about, no, I've not. But I know people do. I mean, I eat food that's on the brink of not being any good, but yes. So let me tell you how I eat really fast, and it's taken me 3 years. You can ask that man right there. It has taken me 3 years to get to this point in my diet. I eat 90% plant-based. How many times a week do I say this? I say this a lot. I eat 90% plant-based. So 90% of my food is plant-based, all plants. Half of that plant-based is raw. Now I'm getting closer to about 60%, but let's just, thank you. But let's just bring it down a little bit and say that I eat 50%. I eat about 60% raw, but let's say I just eat 50%. Now, 3 years ago, when I was diagnosed with cancer, I was eating about 20% plant-based. No joke. I was eating about 20% plant-based and probably about 5 to 10% of that was raw. So I have made a huge swing in my diet, but it has taken me 3 years to get to this point. Right? You tried raw broccoli and cauliflower, loved it, but you gave it belly pains. That does not surprise me, right? I do not juice. No, I eat my vegetables. I do not juice my vegetables. I don't have anything against juicing, but I don't think that it should be a lifestyle. I think that it should be used as supplement. So if you want to get more veggies in, still eat your veggies. Like, don't use it as an excuse not to eat your veggies raw, but using it as a diet supplement as opposed to a lifestyle. Yep. So, but I do not juice personally. I choose I did juice for a little while and smoothies and all that. So yes, it does make lots of sugar. And don't juice your fruits ever, ever, ever. Never juice your fruits, only your veggies, please. You can add one fruit in there to make the taste better, but don't just juice your fruits. You're not doing anything good for yourself. So I tried juicing for a little while and smoothies and all that to get more veg in. And I think that if you're starting a health journey, it's great. Like, get a juicer. If you're starting a health journey and you're having troubles fitting in vegetables, get a juicer, because at some point your palate's going to switch and you're going to go, wow, this stuff is really good. And the next time you try Brussels sprouts, right, you're going to be like, wow, these Brussels sprouts are really good, because your body is ready for it. It is used to it and it's ready for it. So No, you're not crazy for liking V8. I would like for you to make your own V8. But yes, can you infuse marijuana in your recipes? I suppose you could if you knew how to do it. So, yep, absolutely. I live in Colorado, so you can't shock me with the marijuana conversation. Yeah, so no, and you know what? V8 has a lot of processed sugars in it and has a lot of things in there that I'd really rather you not have. They're not using organics. You know, maybe go to a health food store and find a good substitute that you like that has less processed foods in it. That would be better. So yeah. And they fool you, you know, 8 servings of fruits and vegetables. And if you're using it because you're not eating fruits and vegetables, then get rid of it. It's just a nasty habit at that point because you need to be eating your fruits and vegetables. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So there's my 2 cents on diet today. Yeah, it's true, and they overcook it. There's a lot of things. I don't want to beat up V8 juice, but there's a lot of things. So nothing beats fresh, absolutely, every single time, hands down. Fresh food is best. I know it's not a possibility for everybody, so let's just keep it real. You know, when we travel, thank you. When we travel, I have a hard time getting in fresh fruits and vegetables, but 98% of the time, I'm eating really, really well. So that 2% of the time in my diet, when I'm out traveling or something like that, I don't sweat the small stuff. So, do I ever talk about beets? Yes, I made beet kvass. It's been a few months ago, but yeah, I do. We can roast some beets sometimes if you want. Yeah, so I mean, Garrett, that's actually a great tip. And so if you're having a hard time, like a lot of people are like, oh, you know, I love raw veggies, but I like to dip them in ranch dressing. Okay, so get yourself a little tiny bowl of ranch dressing, like a little, like, you know, measure it out, 1/4 of a cup. That's all you're getting, right? I do not have any cookbooks. No, I don't. But you know, so you're 1/4 of a cup. That's all you're getting, right? So you measure it out, ranch dressing, and 1 dunk. That's all you get. It's not 2 dunks. It's not take a bite and dunk it again. It's 1 dunk for each time. If that gets you to eat more raw food, then go for it. I'm serious. Eventually that ranch dressing will just fade away. So you're afraid it'll stain your teeth. No, it won't stain your teeth. You'll be fine. I mean, and if you're afraid of that, just brush your teeth right after. Just get some salt and brush your teeth right after. So, Garrett. Right? What are you talking about? Cookbook. That's odd to me. Yeah, oil pulling, of course. Yeah, will help that. So if you want pearly whites, go watch my scope on oil pulling last week. Catch.me/go-to-kitchens with a K. Catch.me/go-to-kitchens with a K. All right. Can I mention my class? Does anybody here want to hear about my class? Did you? Was it cool? Were you like, wow, this is kind of cool? Okay. Anybody? Okay. Sonia says yes. Tanya says yes. Anybody else want to hear about my class? Okay. You're welcome, Rosemary. Okay. Yes. Let's hear it. All right. So I think it's like May 16th, there is a new class launching, and it is called Kitchenatomy. Kitchenatomy is a mindset to detox about your kitchen. So my goal is to get you to fall in love with your kitchen, that you can't wait to get home from work and cook something in the kitchen. That is my goal. I know. Yeah. No sex, right? That is my goal, is to get you. Thank you so much for putting that up there. Thank you. I have every morning, like clockwork, right after breakfast, typically, if you really want to get graphic. So I want you to get home and be so excited, or get up in the morning and can't wait to get in your kitchen and make yourself something to eat. Get in that kitchen and make yourself something to eat. That is what Kitchenatomy is. It is a detox of the mind and also a literal detox of the kitchen. It's a 10-step program. It is only $99. It is going to be completely packed. It is completely packed. I mean, like, everybody that reads it is like, this is only $99. That's in pre-sale, by the way. It is completely packed. You can buy it right now for $99. This is going to go away. The first 100 people, I will tell you there's plenty of space left, so I'm not going to even rush you over, rush on over and get your space. There is plenty of space left. The first 100 people, we're shutting down the $99 and it's going to $149. So tons of value. You're getting text from me that I have written about how to make this happen in your life. You are getting videos from me, like real videos, not these kind of videos, but real videos from me talking about the kitchen. It is self-guided. That's the best part about it. It's 10 steps and it's totally self-guided. You work at your own pace. We have a Facebook group that is for all the support. Pricing so low, right? Yes. And so I know they're totally real, right? And so these are real issues. If you're tired of spending all of this money on organic vegetables and throwing half of them away or sticking them in veggie stock, you need to take this class. If you stand and look at your refrigerator and just stand there and go, man, what am I going to cook tonight? You need to take this class. If you don't even want to go in your kitchen, you definitely need to take this class, right? So absolutely. So if you are interested at all, there is a pre-sale page that is actually live right now. Go to kitchens.com/kitchanatomy, KITCHANATOMY. Thank you. So pre-sale is $99. That's it. After that, after the class starts, it will be $149. So you're going to get all kinds of printouts. I'm going to teach you how to meal plan. I'm going to teach you how to rescue your thought processes from your attitude towards your kitchen. I'm even going to teach you how to fall in love with doing the dishes. What? That's nuts, right? But I'm going to totally teach you how to fall in love with doing the dishes. We're going to talk about where the garbage goes. We're going to talk about getting those toxins out from underneath your sink that you're cleaning your kitchen with. We're going to talk about what pots and pans are actually good for you and your style of cooking. It is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. I have consulted with some of the top professionals in the wellness industry to help me with this class, to help me write it, to help me pace it so that it is a good pace for you. And it is going to be so much fun. If you enjoy my scopes, you are going to fall in love with this thinking class. You're going to be like, when's the next class, lady? Yes, there you go. Here, I'll bring it over. If you want to screenshot this, I'll put it right here. You can screenshot that. It's in pre-sale right now. Class does not start until May. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't have time, there are some benefits to buying in pre-sale. So if you want to, I love that I can try to sell you something and you still give me hearts. You guys are solid rock and roll. I'm telling you, you amaze me every single day. So pre-sale will actually, if you buy it in pre-sale, it actually puts you in charter membership. So from now on, and I will be releasing classes throughout the year. There will be class releases throughout the year. Some will be $99. Some are going to be, $29. Some are going to be $10. I mean, they're going to be classes that release all year long. If you are a charter member, you will get an email when those classes are releasing, and you will get a discount, an automatic discount for the first 100 charter members. So pre-sale goes until, pre-sale actually goes until April 29th. So you have a little time to save up. If you don't have the money right now, you have a little time to save up. And we're trying to figure out, I'm working with my webmaster right now, and we are trying to figure out, oh, I'm going to do this. There, you can see me. We are trying to figure out a way, I have a mustache, have a way that you guys can make payments. So if you do not get in until the $149, we are going to have a way for you to actually make payments on that $149. So, yeah. So, yes, I know. Poaching classes are free. You can get those over at catch.me. Harlow, you're such a kick in the pants. I tell you, you make me laugh every day. Sometimes after a scope, Harlow, I start reviewing in my head what just happened, and I start laughing at the stuff that you say. You're so funny. If you didn't already have a splat, I'd send you one. Yeah, good. Awesome, Sandy. Yes, so that is it. Yeah, and pre-sale we won't have payments, but if you happen to get in at the $149, we're trying to figure out a way in our payment system that you can make payments. So it'll probably be like 2 payments of $75 at that point, so that some of you that are on a budget, you can do that. So awesome! Yay! Thank you. Sonia. Well, that's just sad. All right, Sonia, you know what? I can't remember. I don't think you have a splat, but you message me because that one deserves a splat. Anytime we get a good belly laugh like that, that deserves a splat, right? I just sent out the splat gift package today that we gave away in the webinar. So, right? I know, totally. You just message me. We're going to get you a splat. If you don't know what splat is, by the way, it's this guy. I'm going to send you the one without the dressing on him. Yay! I don't know. It's a wisecrack about that poaching thing again. It was so funny. So funny. Total comic relief that day. Argentina, kisses back. You're still gargling the oil and watching the Periscope. That's awesome. I love it. All right, you guys, what time is it? It's been 45 minutes. I wanted to spend a little time with you guys today. Yesterday I was in a rush and I felt bad. And when I get in a rush, I screw things up. And so today we just had a blender fail. That's it. My blender totally died. This died today in the middle of my scope while I'm making my dressing.
That's rough.
It was rough.
It's rough being a food blogger.
I love it, Sonia. Yesterday in my photo shoot, we actually took pictures with me like kissing splat, and we did all kinds of splat photography yesterday. So bye, Rosemary. Love you so much. All right, you guys. I know Robin was a little jealous that I was kissing splat.
I'm not jealous. I want you to know that there are Russian and Asian women who want to date me.
Oh, that's so funny.
Look at my email.
Just look at his email, he says. Look at his email. It's true. I know. Home Depot for Robin. Get out there and get me a blender. Oh, it's crazy town in here. That's how it is in this house all the time. Crazy town in here. Oh, my dad just went live. Yeah. If you guys are getting notifications from my dad that he's live and he's not, please understand. Please don't like mute him or anything. He is trying to figure out his cell phone signal in his new shop. You're really loud. In his new shop. And so please, yeah, he is having major connection issues. I talked to him for like 20 minutes yesterday to try to help him figure it out because bless his little heart, he has this beautiful shop that is totally built. He's got it decorated for you guys. He's got his easel up and his little tripod and everything. And he is just waiting. He is just waiting to get in there. So my dad is an artist. So he's an artist and he paints and he scopes that, but yeah, so I know, right? Come on, geez, oh Pete. I know. Okay, good. Thank you. Please be patient with him. My dad is an amazing man. He's just an amazing. I know he was. I know. It's so beautiful too. So I know. I'm excited. I've only seen it. We're going to see it in person next week, actually. I'm so excited to see it. We're actually going to be in Texas next week. So yeah, Thursday next week. So yeah. So if he isn't able to scope it, I will scope it for sure. Somebody will be scoping that. So yes, I will scope when I'm in Texas. Absolutely. My dad and I are working on a recipe to scope together, and hopefully I can get my mom to do it with me as well. So yeah, I know. So excited about it. Yeah, we'll scope a dinner with them as well. So yeah, right. Double scoping. Yeah, no, we have fish fry every time we go. They're all lake fish, and so he fresh fries them for us, and it's Robin's absolute favorite, so.
Yummy.
Yeah, it's his favorite. So it's actually one of Robin's birthday gifts, is a belated birthday gift, is a fish fry. Not a fish fry, a fish fry. All right, you guys, don't forget, go make yourself some Waldorf salad. I will have this out. Bye. Thanks for being here. Bye from Colorado. I will have this recipe on the website this afternoon. Yeah, I know. know my uncle totally. You're so, wow, that's really good, Harlow. I even forgot that. So you guys go check it out. It'll be there. GoToKitchens.com. Consider becoming a VIP. I will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. 12 noon tomorrow. We're making Pad Thai. Raw Food Week marches on. Love you guys so much. Don't forget Kitchenatomy if you want to sign up. You want to screenshot it again? All right. Love you guys. Bye. Bye, darling. I can just hear you say that in your little Florida Southern accent. Bye, darling. Bye, Harlow.